Welcome to our Views instructional video. Views is powerful, convenient, and easy-to-use software which offers you the ability to quickly download millions of movies, songs, TV shows, and much more. We've already downloaded the installation file onto our desktop. Now, let's just double-click on it and start the installation. If you are prompted to download and install Java, please select Yes and then Download, and the software will install Java automatically. It should only take a few minutes. If you already have Java installed, as we do in our demo, Views installation will begin immediately. Users wishing to customize the installation can do so on this first screen. Otherwise, in most cases, you'll just click on I agree. Now on this next screen, you have a few options. If you want to, for instance, make the ask.com your default search engine, that's a check mark right there. Now personally, I don't want to do that, so I'm going to uncheck that option and move on with the installation. Now once the basic setup is complete, you might be prompted for a few more options. This one is asking if I want a tune-up option for iTunes. I'm going to go ahead and decline that and then just continue on. Okay, our installation is complete, and now I brought up Views software, and let's go ahead and see how this works. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to search for a file. Let's search for Little Shop of Horrors, the original from back in 1960, and see what we find. Now I'm going to type in Little Shop of Horrors right here in the search bar, and then just hit enter. Now the first time you do a search after a fresh installation of Views, it'll ask you if it should also search other popular torrent sites as well. Now you want to answer yes to this to maximize the capability of the software. It'll be able to search through far more resources this way, allowing you to find exactly what you're looking for. Okay, our search has completed now for Little Shop of Horrors, and we have a listing here of all the available files. Now let's take a closer look here. These files are rated by their ranking, which is how often it has been downloaded and approved. So the top ranking is ones that have been downloaded and approved more often. The seeds is how many complete sources of the file there are to download from, and the more seeds, the faster the file download will be. Also, you have the list of peers, which are people like yourself who are currently downloading that file. And finally, the site indicates where it's going to be drawing that file from. Now in the case of the top three here in our demo, that's the icon there on the far right for Views. So these are all located within the Views network, as opposed to one of the outside BitTorrent options that we saw during the installation process. Okay, we're ready to go ahead and download now. So I'm going to highlight the file that I want to download. We'll go with the very first one here, since that is popular. You can click on the download link right there, or just double click on the actual name of the movie there, Little Shop of Horrors, and that'll also start the process. Now over here to the left, you can see that we show that a download is now taking place. Depending on the size of the file, of course, and the speed of your internet connection, the download could take anywhere from a few minutes to possibly even hours. In this case, I guess it'll take about 10 minutes or so to download, so I'll check back when the download is complete. Okay, the download of Little Shop of Horrors is complete. Now let's go ahead and look for a music file. This time I'm going to look up Beethoven by typing that in the search box, and let's see what we can find. Alright, we found plenty of Beethoven listings, 155 there, as it shows there in the top right. And now I'm going to go through and actually pick a file to download. This time though, rather than use one of the ones with the dark blue frog icon, which represents items that are within the Views network, I'm going to go ahead and download one from one of the external networks that we chose yes to when we did the install. Okay, there's one I think I'll take, and I'll just double click on the title of it. That takes us to this page. Now in the green bar here, that's where you need to click on the title, and that'll start the download process when you're on one of these external networks. Okay, now that one's in the process of downloading, and once it's finished, I'll return to the video and we'll show you the next step. Okay, the download is now complete, and the two files we've downloaded tonight are showing up in the unwatched folder here in the My Library section. So I'll click on that, and if I want to play one, it's as simple as just, for instance, on Little Shop of Horrors, I'll just double click on the name of the file, and that'll start it up within the media player that comes within Views. Now you might get a short commercial that plays at the very beginning. We'll go ahead and skip past that right now and get straight to our movie. And there it is, the 1960 version of the Little Shop of Horrors. We're playing it right now, and we're doing it straight through the View software. It has its own built-in media player, and that's what's showing it right now. And it's as easy as that. Download the movie and play it right there on your computer. Now we still have a music file, of course, so let's go check out the Beethoven music that we downloaded a little bit earlier. Alright, back into the My Library section. We're going to highlight the Beethoven clip, and we'll go ahead and double click on that to play it. Now you can also right click and choose Open File, so you have a couple different ways to do things within the View software. Okay, now the Beethoven MP3 file, when I clicked on Open File, just opened the folder where these are located. So now I'll click on the first file, and I will play that using the default Windows Media Player. Now videos that you download through the Views system that are part of its network, they're going to play within the Views Media Player like we saw earlier. And as you can hear in the background there's the Beethoven music playing. So there's how you download and play the music file, which we had downloaded earlier. Now, by default, Views is going to save all the files that it downloads inside of the My Documents as Arias Downloads folder inside the Admin's My Documents area. If you wish to change that default setting, all you have to do is go to the Tools, Options, and then Files tab and browse to the folder that you want to change it to by clicking on the blue folder icon just to the right there of the download directory. We'll go ahead and leave ours the same as it is right now, so I'll click on Cancel. There you go. Now you have all the skills you need in order to download all your favorite music and movies.